Hey guys, welcome back to the Booshakalaka podcast. My name is Tiffany, joined by my co-host Pierre.
Hello, everybody. I want to start this episode out a bit differently. I would like to give a shout out to our 255 YouTube subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, for listening. However you are taking in this podcast, we appreciate you. I've been seeing a lot of people comment more. Keep doing that. Keep commenting. Now, I do have one more request, though. From our 255 YouTube subscribers, we should have 255 Instagram followers as well. So go ahead. Go to BOOshakalakapodcast on Instagram. If you want to get our updates, we post little previews about each episode. You know, interact with us. Send us, literally, if you have a suggestion, we're going to do this. We're going to do it. So, yeah. I hope you're liking those episodes, and we appreciate every single one of you. All of our supporters make a difference. So thank you. And don't be scared to hit like on that video if you're on YouTube. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to leave a comment. Don't be so scared to subscribe. Go ahead.
And the hype button, all of that. On the road to 300.
I hope
we can get there.
Huh? That you know about the hype button.
I do. Like, what? I hope that we can get there by the beginning.
December?
300 by January 1st.
300.
So 45. So Pierre, go make up 45 accounts. It's like our content. But guys, we're back. Episode 3. Welcome to Derry. And this episode was called Now You See It. And I was like, okay, I get the double entendre about this one. But did we see it? Barely. I saw a lot of discourse on like threads. People were talking about like everyone else complaining that they haven't seen the clown. They haven't seen the clown. But they're like, well, it's a shapeshifter. It can do what it wants. I'm like, yeah, but it's still on the poster. Like, there isn't a flying baby on the poster. There isn't a graveyard
grizzly
on
old
the
man.
Poster. Grizzly old crusty man on the poster. Like, I still want to see him. I'm
going to give it grace because from this episode, it looked like he's in the beginning stages. Like, he ain't really, like, fully, just made this town his. So maybe
he's not developed yet, huh?
You know how you arrive at a new place and you like, let me feel this place out before I really show them who I really am. I feel like that's what's going on.
Okay,
but
I mean,
we got it. We get a lot because we start the episode off at a carnival. So we see the bread balloons, Now we start the episode off, and I thought I was watching Ginny and Georgia because why is Austin here? And why does he look younger?
Why is Ginny and Georgia? When was this filmed?
Because he looks younger here than he does as Austin.
Let me actually... Yes. Insane.
Because Austin is 18 in Ginny and Georgia. He's a full-grown man at this point. He got facial hair and everything.
Right. So, who knows?
But he go through... I was about to say wacky, waving, inflatable arm man. I don't know why. But he goes to the carnival, and this guy's like, step right in. It's like a freak show. Not American Horror Story, though. And he goes in, and I hate when people walk slow. He goes in, and there's this guy talking about, come closer.
Oh, my God. Guys. If you ever meet Pierre in real life, bitch, put knees to chest to catch up with him, because he is out of there. He is out of there. You think a marathon... If it was chasing him, he would make it away. Like he said, you can't catch me with a gingerbread man.
Okay, exactly.
Them fucking legs be going.
Cause baby, he was taking too long for me. So this guy's like, come closer, come closer. I'd have been like, no, your breast stinks. I gotta go.
Why are we going towards a man's voice in the dark? Why would a man be there?
With a match. Like, what are we doing? Just like, this match is giving me all kinds of bad energy.
I need an adult, literally.
And my thing is, Francis... It's like he's going closer, and the guy is even just giving even more creepier. So it's like, when are you gonna back up? But the guy finally stands up and then he decides to run out. Like you wouldn't. Okay, I'm not gonna. No, he's acting the best he can. But why he always look constipated?
He always looks sad to me.
Yeah, like he looked like you just took his favorite toy away, and I'd be like, well,
yeah,
get him a damn train.
So sad.
His dad is an asshole. Or is he? I don't know. He gets him a slingshot.
So. I think he's a 1906 dad. Very stern.
Okay. Their paddy wagon breaks down.
No, they were in a Ford Model T. Thank you very much.
Oh, see, you know that one. Okay. It breaks down for 5 seconds. I don't know how did you fix it back then? You just blow in it like a Nintendo Game Boy?
Well, they needed water. It overheated.
Oh, that's why he needed the water. I thought he was like, I need to drink some water. So they go and get swindled by some indigenous people. They get swindled by these indigenous kids. Talking about 5 cents for a bottle of water. You mean the bottle of water can go right down there to the marsh and get out of the... But, so because he ends, I don't know how many coins he had, but it looked like a lot. And they talking about it's 5 cents. Oh, but give me that slingshot. The slingshot costs more than 5 cents. You can't play with me. This bartering, But yeah, so he makes friends with this girl. She's really pretty. You know, Native American woman can get anybody. And so they start hanging out during the summer. He start running around with them in his overalls. Now, this is where Francis loses me. If I say, hey, stop, don't go there. Where you going? What you think over there? Mm-hmm. We just go. Folks gotta stop. See, Gage didn't stop when they told him to, and he went into that road.
Oh, Pet Cemetery.
And you see what happened to Gage. You see what happened to Gage. Now he run up there and he keeps going. Oh my God, really? He keeps going. I don't know why we're venturing.
He goes. Like he runs for a good 15 seconds.
To grandmother's house we go. He went for the gingerbread house.
We're out in the plains. We're out where the deer and the antelope prey. Why are you going?
Please sing that song for me later.
Home on the range.
Is that a baseball song?
Take me out to
Oh, never mind. Okay, I don't know why I thought that was a baseball song. Okay, anyway.
Help him, America. North America, help him.
I am not a red-blooded American. But yeah, so he just goes and goes and goes. He's looking for the gingerbread house and the witch. And he sees the old man from the carnival, and he peeping his head out all weird.
But here's the thing, Austin. I'm calling him Austin. Here's the thing, Francis. You see that old man there, and you know damn well he's not supposed to be there. Pew! There is no... Is that old man from the carnival? It's ass. All he would have saw was my ass running away. We're not doing that.
All he sees is Austin's feet because he's just going towards him and towards him. And then when the guy starts getting big and contorting, then he decides to run. So he running, and mind you, I would have been a goner. He was running too fast. He was getting too big. It's just too much going on.
CGI can go to hell. I didn't like the CGI.
You didn't like CGI? Well, TV.
Not at this moment. I didn't like the CGI at all.
With the way HBO Max be canceling shows, look, they did the best they could. But he getting bigger and catching up to him. Austin fall about 3, 4, 5 times. I know his name is Francis, but they need to understand who it is. Francis
Austin.
Yeah, he fall about 4 to 11 times. The man gets we do see its signature mouth with all them damn teeth in it. Like, Jesus, where are your omnivore teeth? Where are your herbivore teeth?
What are you?
You're eating just meat. You need to eat veggies.
I mean, the both of us we both have like larger teeth, so like,
yeah.
So I might say the same for us.
At least ours aren't pointy. But he the creature gets hit in the eye, and it's a golden magic slingshot by I don't forgot her name already.
Rose.
That's not okay. But yeah, Rose, and she's like, "Come on, get the hell up out of here! I told you not to come in here, bitch." So they start running, and this thing is running too, like track. They barely escape, and when they come out of the woods, it just doesn't come. And she's like, "He can't come past this. You're okay." And
I wouldn't have trusted that. I would have just kept running.
He's like, "What was that?" Cutscene. So 50 years later, it turns out that Francis is, I do not know, is he commander? Is General. He is the general he's Lord Raiden. Shit. Now the Native Americans indigenous, they're having a town council meeting because they are digging on their land. And they're
the land.
It's always the land because this land is your land. But they're just digging anyway because they're the military and they feel like digging what they want to. Giving people blankets and shit. And they're kind of going back and forth because they're like, well, if they're gonna dig, they need to give us money. They're like, nah, they don't need to be digging.
Let me just really quick. The transition from young Rose to older Rose was fucking impeccable.
You catch my notes.
Did
you catch my notes. Cause it's and then the
I
way
was like,
they do it so slowly to where it just fits right into her face.
It was
I'm like,
beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Beautiful
Editing?
young woman, beautiful older woman. Amazing.
no
I
notes
love
for the
that.
editing. No notes.
Yes, I did put that in my notes.
And she didn't cut her hair. Hello. And but yeah, so
They
they're
usually
going.
don't.
They're going back, and they're just like, they're going back and forth. Everybody has a different opinion on what we should be doing. Now, Rose is like, shit, let them dig, because I want to find out the truth. We do see that when they were digging, I guess maybe it's her nephew. I don't know if it's her son.
Daniel, who is gorgeous.
He is gorgeous. He was in The Long Walk. He's been in a lot of movies though.
I ain't never seen that. All I know is Jill Scott's Long Walk.
He's been in a lot of movies, but he's an indigenous actor. But yeah, he come up with, we don't have to talk about how beautiful he is. We know how they look. He come up with his bone structure on fleek, talking about that we saw them digging. Boy, go be a model. Just get out of here. This jean jacket on.
This hair is gonna get me paid and laid.
Laid. Sam, get over here, sweetheart. Like, boy, get out of my face. But yeah, and she's just like, no, I want to see what they're digging. Like, she does end up telling the council, let's just send them a cease and desist and see what they come back with. Baby, they come back instantly with that. They like, hey, so here come Lord Rayton. Hey, why you sent me this? And by the way, I remember you. And we're the lore of Derry is starting to get some grounding in this TV show, because we already hit on the movie part where once you leave Derry, you start forgetting things, you don't remember anything. And she does tell him that when they're kids, when they're out by the pond and they have on christening attire. I forgot they didn't used to, they were very modest back then.
Mm-hmm. I have a little. We're going by segments, so we don't like confuse people about the story. We're trying to like keep everything that happens in one picture, because like Francis and Rose were throughout the entire episode. But I will say this: HBO, Mr. HBO, Miss HBO. I don't know who you are. Home box office max.
That's what it means.
When you put the button down at the bottom and it says skip intro, I want to skip the entire fucking intro. Don't give me the last 15 seconds of the song. I want to skip the whole thing. I didn't say skip 30 seconds of it and give me the end of it. Skip the whole thing. Sorry,
you don't want to listen to the little kids?
Yeah. That song is scary. I don't want to hear the intro song.
Lord Rayton is like, man, I miss you and I wish I would have hit that. She's like, boy, you was only here for a summer. I wasn't going to let you hit that. We were young. Mm-hmm. But she like, I sent that cease and desist. What you gonna do about it? He like, not a damn thing. I'm scared of you. But he's lying to her. He's like, we're just looking for soil. And she like, yeah, sure. Why do you why y'all be lying to these people?
Jan. I was there with you.
After you gave them the blankets, they now know you ain't shit. I mean, you're a liar. Like, baby. So, and that's kind of where their thing ends.
That's where their little story ends. We do meet back up with the general a little later, but let's go over to Weston Hills, even though we know it's not called Weston Hills. Very quick little thing. We have Lilly in there with her own Miss Honey, and it's somebody that is. She doesn't quite believe what Lily's saying, but she doesn't think Lily's crazy. It's the type of thing.
Yeah.
And Lilly is still putting herself first, but she's telling Miss Honey, I really want to be there for Ronnie. She means so much to me. I'm like, is Lilly?
Well, she said she barely
Lilly
knew
like
her.
the ladies?
We don't have
but
time.
she still said, but in the end, she still said that she really wants to help her out. So I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, Lilly. You almost there, but
I don't know. But we are in Derry, and we don't have time for no gay shit. Thank you.
We really don't. But let's real quick. We'll skip over to Hank, who is Ronnie's dad. He over in the jail.
This pissed me off. Pissing.
The police officer come in there, offer him a Pall Mall, and he's like, "I'm more of a Easton."
Mabs. It's like Ibisi. It's like something with some S's on it. Some Marlboro like Pedro.
I'm more of a. Okay, he gives him a Pall Mall. He's like, I'm more of a Newport type of guy.
He's more of a red Marlboro like Pedro. But
okay, no, he's black. Pedro was kind of black.
The red Marlboro pack.
I know, but he says that he usually likes a different type of brand, and he's basically explaining he didn't do what he did, and they're like, but why did we find this at the crime scene, which was a pack of the cigarettes that he said that he smoked, and he's like, no, you can't do this to me. They're gonna send his ass to Shawshank, baby. I think they even mentioned that, but we just get a little bit of snippet of that. But let's go back over to the school.
Oh yeah, let's go over to the school. So we get over to the
school.
school, baby. And Ronnie's back at school, even though after her dad got arrested, they done wrote. They like to pull pranks on people in their lockers and shit, and they done wrote like what Hatchet Harry's gonna fry or something like Hatchet Hank's gonna fry.
Lame.
It was lame, but you didn't have nothing else to wipe it. Like I hate that she wiped it off with her hands. So she go in the bathroom.
It was lipstick. I think Marge did it.
So well, I don't like.
Or
Marge
the
either.
other girl with Marge, one of the patty cakes.
So she go and she washing her hands, and here come Lucy, cause she out. Is her name Lucy or Lily?
Lily.
Okay, I've been telling people her name Lucy. So Lily come out. Lily come in the bathroom, and she like, hey, I'm out. Got my pills. I'm good now. And then baby, and this one I tell you, this is why I like this show, cause Ronnie say, I don't know why you in here. I should whip your ass. Who's writing this show? She's like, I should whip your ass for what you did to my daddy. And she's like, no. Look, I didn't know, but hey, we gonna fix it. We're gonna fix this.
She tells her about what happens with the Picklegate and why they ended up sending her back to the thing. So she was like, I should have just told the truth in the first place because they were still gonna send me there no matter what. Yeah. So
and she ends up like, hey, I got a plan, and she pulls out a Polaroid from 1950. I'm surprised it didn't break and shatter. And she's like, we're gonna take some pictures of the thing. And she's like, okay. Now, with the boys, the billy old boys, the boys are enjoying some milkshakes and some fries at the diner. Now, I don't know what was going on with this episode, but there were no parents. I don't know what the parents... I mean, there were parents. They were in the episode, but the kids were just doing their own thing, like out in the dark.
Well, yeah, they just said they're out. He's out at a friend's house. I mean, very trusting. Very trusting.
I did like the little conversation between Will and Richie because we're getting to, they're becoming friends, and Richie talking about they having a good conversation about, astronauts and nerd stuff. Richie talking about tatas. Will said, objectification? Like, Will's faces throughout the whole episode were just like, what the fuck? Now, Ronnie, I liked you when you did it last episode.
Ricky and
baby, you cannot be banging on... That girl said bang, 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 bang on the window of the diner.
Like the restaurant, like the diner was closed.
Baby, like it wasn't just 5 years ago before y'all were allowed in this diner with others. Like, girl, we just got integrated here. Like, don't do that. So they call them out there, and they basically tell them, hey, we need your help, and they tell them, they give the boys the rundown. Now Richie don't believe it. He like, you believe this? Will like, I think she believe it. And he's like, oh, you sweet on her, you like her. And Richie lets us know that he like Marge. He talking about her face look immaculate. I cannot wait for Marge to die, and if she don't, I will... Anyway.
Marge and in charge.
They ride their bikes to the water fountain in this show, which is that damn tower that... Do you know how long it would take to get up there with no elevator? They go and they have
their... it's not realistic. Every time they get up there, it should be like...
and they up there chilling in the hammock that the dead kids had. And they like, hey, we need to know how to develop film because we're trying to take pictures, and Will just knows how to do it because he's the smart guy. And they're like, you don't believe, they just go back and forth. You don't believe me, I'll believe you. And then they like, they tell them like, about what's going on, and Richie's like, that might be an evil spirit. My abuela, and this you gotta go to the graveyard. My uncle, and like, oh, your uncle, you do a ritual and you banish the evil spirit. He's like, yeah, we can do that. So they go to the graveyard because now we're in Now and Then.
But wait, that's gonna be our ending. So guys, just put a pin in that. We're gonna go over back to Hallorann and Hallorann's little mission before we hit up the ending, because I like to end with how it actually ends.
Right.
But it is revealed that Hallorann is basically a medium. He is a psychic, and he can get frequencies from objects, and it'll lead him to where he needs to be. And the general gives him a box, and they take they take Leroy. What is Leroy's partner's name? I do not know his name.
I've been calling him Danny Ramirez.
Okay, so Danny and Hank, the two, not Hank, Leroy. Danny and Leroy. What's the last name? Hanlon. Yes, geez, so we don't forget.
Because you just said it.
They take him on a helicopter, and he has a box in his hand that was given to him from the general, and we open up the box and we see that it is the slingshot. So it looks like the general stole the slingshot back from Lilly, even though he gave it to her. You know what that's called. I'm not going to say it, but thief! You thief! And Hallorann kind of like blacks out. He goes into the Stranger Things world, where 11 is like walking on water and shit. And they're flying in the helicopter and tell them go left. And they're like, he's like, go left. I told you to go left 20 seconds ago. What are you talking about? You should have been with left. Anyway, so while they're in there, he kind of goes into a trance. Like, he pretty much is in a trance. And they think that he's losing his mind. And the thing is, Hallorann should have taken Hypnosil. He would have been okay if he would have actually taken it. But clearly he did not take it. And he enters into the dream world. And he is down in the sewer. And he sees a wall. Like a wooden wall with Pennywise on it. And I was like, yes, it's about fucking time we see the dancing clown. I thought it was going to like open up and he was just going to be doing his two-step.
If he would have been dancing, I would have cut the damn show off. Don't play with me.
He danced in the movie. It's
I don't like when he be petty. He's petty.
Oh, well, anyway. But it does open up and we see the dead eyes, the dead lights. And he said, he turned into Beyonce. He's like, who in my house?
He's like, who are you? And then
I'm the owner of this house.
It's like once he sees him, then it's like he has him. Like you see that big ass garbage heap that he got, and you see the people floating. Cause it's like, why is it like a dumpster down here? And then like you see a ghost, and it's like it looks like an old black woman. She's like, no, get out of here. And that's
probably
when
his mom.
Yeah, and you see him like in the real world. Baby, he is opening the hatch in the back of the helicopter trying to jump out, like trying to escape as if he's still in the dream world. They have the worst reaction time in the world. They barely get to this man. They barely get to his ass. And they get to him and like, wake up. Like, are you crazy? And then he like, oh, he good? If you can open the hatch, if you can close the hatch from up there, why didn't you? It's this reaction time.
Close the hatch from the flight deck.
Yeah, so why didn't you do that when he was opening it?
Look,
like,
when he turned it, I would have pushed the button. So it would have been open like
R.I.P. Tatum. But they, he's back in the infirmary. And he goes, and Lloyd Rayton's like, what the hell happened? He's like, look, man, like I don't know, like what you think, what's going on, but we need to stop. He's like, I think if we keep going, I think we need to leave it alone because it wasn't supposed to see us. And now it knows that we there. It knows it's seen us. It knows we're looking for it. We need to leave it alone.
It's on the alert. It's on the alert now.
If it is the result of y'all not fucking listening, do you know how mad I'm gonna be?
9 times out of 10, it's usually what it is. And then we're over at Leroy's house and we see, God, I forgot the wife's name. Taylor.
Not Taylor. Taylor.
Yeah, but again, they have their little back and forth about how she is an activist and she wants to do this, and how Leroy is a good old boy and he wants to do this. And Hallorann's like, just give me this fucking pot roast and this mud cake.
Hello, because she was cooking her ass off. Then she made dessert. What they call it? Dessert. Mud cake?
Yes, she cooked it from scratch. So like, how long you sitting over there? But he asked. So Hallorann asked him. He's like, "How's your son?" And Leroy was like, "Bitch, I didn't even tell you I had no son. How you know I had a son?" He's like, "Oh, I must have heard it from somewhere." I'm like, "Is Hallorann Professor X?" And then Leroy has like an epiphany. He goes back. He flashes back to when he was getting beat the hell up in his barracks room. Hallorann was there, like watching him. Like he was part of the scheme. So was this a scheme set up by Hallorann?
I hate you.
I think every episode I'm gonna have a scheme set up by somebody. But anyway, we finish off with them, and it's kind of like he tells them, get out of my mind. We cool, but don't be up in my mind.
Because he ends up telling them something very interesting. He's like, most men would have been scared. He was like, you weren't scared with a gun pointed at you. He was like, you was just cold and calculated. And I thought that was a very interesting kind of thing. He's like, you didn't have any fear in you. Because I think he may be the key to defeating it.
Yeah.
That's my early prediction.
Chapter 2, they were like, I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah, that's my early prediction. Because he doesn't have fear.
All right, but now, baby, it's seance time. And guess what? Richie's a phony, a big fat phony.
He's a phony. He talking about, oh, well, somebody, my sister, my cousin, sister, aunt, nieces told me. They like, I know you ain't brought us here for no fucking reason.
Ronnie
the girls
said,
get up and they about to leave. So all of a sudden, we see Ghost, Casper, and his friends. Now, what we see apparitions pop up and sprout out of the sky, and they start contorting and doing weird shit. Like, just be normal. Now, what it's interesting about the ghost is it's the ghost of the 3 children who were murdered. It is Teddy, it is Phil, and Susie, and they are after the kids. So they get on their bikes and they haul ass. Baby, I ain't never seen no kids ride no bikes like this. I forgot how much I need to go ride a bike again just to feel that burn on your legs. So now, Lilly has the camera and she snaps one picture. I think it's of like Teddy.
This part was pissing me off.
Then she drops the camera. Well, she leaves the camera in the tree and she's like, "Get the camera, Ronnie!" And Ronnie grabs the camera and then Ronnie takes a picture of one of the ghosts and then she drops it and she's like, "Get the camera, Richie!" And then Richie grab it and then he take a picture of one of the ghosts and then he like, "Oh my God, bumpy, 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 bumpy! I dropped the camera on the ground. Get the camera, Will like." Will crashes.
They're pissing me off, guys.
Will crashes, and now Will was pissing me off because they all done left. They all out the graveyard by now. Now Will take his time.
Like, it reminded me of Ghostbusters. Like Ghostbusters.
Yeah, they were like greenish.
Like, run amok. Yeah. It was giving Ghostbusters. Yeah.
Now Will act like he got time to spend. Now he does. One of the ghosts ends up chasing him. He does like kind of fall into like a tomb, sort of.
I put a mine in my notes. Who knows?
Yeah, but he was still moving. His legs were still working. And so when he sees the camera, I didn't understand why he didn't just leave. He decided to go searching for shit. And it's like, Will, you been my son this whole time.
Investigating.
And he go investigating by himself, no weapon, but he got the camera. So he creep back in, he look around, and then he sees a hand, and he snaps a picture. I thought Will was dead as a door now.
You bringing that shit back?
Yes, because it's the 1950s. Oh, we going back in time. And they're like, and then he does end up running up with his bike and like, Will. So, he's like, we got to get out of here, you guys. He's like, and I thought the episode was going to be over, but it kept going. So they end up going to the school because, they didn't lock the doors back then. And they
jumped through the window, guys. They climbed it through a window.
They start developing the film, and even when they were in the red room, I thought somebody was gonna come in and turn on the lights. But
because remember, in one of the It movies, the pictures came alive.
Well, that's what it looked like. They were moving, like when so they start developing the film, putting it in the water, and and actually, I didn't think it was gonna work, but you can see the pictures of the ghost kids in each picture, and they start putting them up and they like, oh my God. And they were looking at one picture and I thought it was moving, so I was like, oh shit, jump scare, but it wasn't. They were like, what is that? It was kind of blurry because Will took it when he got scared, and he was like, it's a clown. In
credits. It didn't really look like a clown to me, but let's move on.
I mean, it was it was something with a mask. I guess maybe nothing in 1950 carnivals looked like a clown back then.
I don't know.
It looked like a harlequin, honestly. People who know, it looked like a harlequin. Like the shape of a harlequin.
Mm-hmm.
With
the
bell.
I guess his head is kind of shaped like that.
Ding,
yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, like a Christmas elf type of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was episode 3. Predictions for episode 4. I think we're going to actually see the full figure of it. If not, we might get a toe.
I think that they're
maybe a gloved hand.
They're gonna do some shit they don't have no business doing. I think he's gonna be unleashed.
Yeah, like it kind of sucks because it started out with with Phil and Lil, with Phil and Teddy, and then because they were friends with Lilly, Lily's now into it, and because Lilly talked to Ronnie, Ronnie is now into it, and because Ronnie talked to Richie and Will, it's a
Sidney Prescott
effect. Yes,
being friends with Sidney Prescott.
If I'm friends with you, I'm dead. But yeah, I think so. We'll see what happens. I feel like Hallorann is. Nah, he ain't gonna die right now, but soon.
I don't think her dad's gonna get off this quickly either. Even though they have the pictures, I feel like the dad thing is gonna last to the end of the show.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I really do feel that way as well.
Because there was a point where Richie was like, they don't just arrest black people and throw them, they don't just arrest people and throw them in jail for no reason. Will said, what the hell? What country you living in? We'll be on it. He be on it. Like he's.
What's America? North. It better be.
America. Sydney Sweeney's America.
We're not gonna go there, okay? We're not bringing those bad vibes to this great Booshakalaka podcast. We're headed to 300, baby, by December 31st, 2025. But all right, guys, that will do it for episode 3. We will see you next week for episode 4. Bye.
Bye.
Where did you hide it, Dan? Please be sure to send us your requests at booshakalakapodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter X, Booshakalakapod. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Instagram at Booshakalakapodcast.